All right, guys, back here on the Fox 5 Live Zone. So it's not every day that I get a chance to hang out with friends. And that's exactly what's happening today. Of course, you've seen them on The Wire. Of course, you've seen them on BMF. But now you see them right here on the Live Zone. Trey Chaney back in the building, man.
God,
Good
Lambert,
to see you,
my
brother.
brother, man. You know, it's always an honor to be in your presence, brother. We go back.
Yeah.
You know, we go back over 20 years.
Yeah. Okay, don't tell everybody. I mean, we're supposed to only be 20.
Yeah, we are. We in our 20s. Yeah, man.
You are doing amazing things.
Thank you, man.
Speaking of amazing, you are now releasing what is known as Undeniable, the Trey Chaney story documentary. This is big.
Yeah, man. You know, my Undeniable, the Trey Chaney story documentary captures the journey of Trey Chaney starting in this business at 8 years old, you know, and as a hip hop artist, dancer, and then fast forward, you make the transition to an actor, which The Wire was my first job as an actor, but Undeniable is about how when The Wire ended in 2008, I had to recreate, I had to rebrand. My phone wasn't ringing. Hollywood wasn't calling me a lot. So instead of letting grass grow under my feet, I said, it's time to, you know, create my own Hollywood with Chaney Vision Entertainment, my company, in which we specialize in cranking out our own independent films, commercials, videos. And I got on the streets of Washington, D.C. from 2010 to 2015 and sold merch out the trunk of my car. That's how I was discovered by my man George Pierre, who cast me for Saints and Sinners. So it's almost like, you know, what I would consider a dark time, it was actually turning me into the entrepreneur, the hustler, the guy that's determined and motivated to get it no matter what. Yeah. So I'm just, man, for Undeniable, the Trey Chaney story to be on ChaneyWay.com, my own platform, I'm just honored, bro.
It's one thing for you to say it. It's another that when your peers say it. In this case, did I see Idris Elba?
Yeah,
did I see Big
brother.
Daddy Kane?
Oh, yeah, man. Man, just the testimonials that I got from my friends that, because you know, sometimes when we hang out, your friends might not necessarily always tell you how much you've actually inspired them. Because I look up to Idris Elba, I look up to Big Daddy Kane, Kenny Lattimore, Anwan Big G Glover, who all gave me testimonials, Clifton Powell, Vanessa Bell Calloway. But when I actually heard them speak about how I've affected their life in a positive way, man, it brought me to tears, man. And because I didn't see all of the interviews, you know, when my guy Mitch Cradle and Anthony Commodore were putting this together, I wasn't seeing everybody that was, you know, coming in on a regular, but just to have testimonials from these heavy hitters. And then I got to give it, you know, I got to give a big shout out to my uncle, James Chaney from Concert Connects, who you seen him in those videos with me at 8 years old. You know, my mom and dad, Skippy Lane, and, you know, my sister Candace, and everybody in my family that just was a part of Undeniable, the Trey Chaney story, giving their testimonials and their stories.
You know what I love most about this? You are getting your flowers.
Thank you, man.
While you are still here. You and I both know we recently lost a mutual friend. And to not be able to be in a position to say, hey, man, I love you. Hey, man, I appreciate all you've done. To know that that's happening for you now. Speak to that.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, man, I want to say rest in peace to our brother Tim Odom. You know, he's no longer here in the physical form, but his energy never died. And that what you just said is so important, to give each other our flowers while we are still living and breathing. You know, to feel and just to be able, like you said, man, to wake up every single day and tell our loved ones, I love you, thank you, I appreciate you. It's very important. You know, I know that's bigger than all of the accolades when it comes to money and awards. To be able to get out of your bed and get on the phone and call your brother or call your sister, that's what's most important. Yeah,
man. And as they say, you ain't a shook or crook one, you a shook one. Is that what I'm getting? Obviously, I don't rap for a living, guys.
Scared to look, you shook. Yeah, man.
Talking about Mobb Deep. Word is that you got something big going on with them.
Man, you know what? Shout out to Havoc. Rest in peace to my brother Prodigy. You know, like I said, no longer in the physical, but energy never dies. But I was always a huge fan, and then once I got on The Wire and once I got in the industry, they became my friends. You know, I did a lot of like Prodigy videos. I was making an appearance. And me and Havoc were always tight as well. But Havoc reached out to me over 3-4 years ago and said, bro, we put this movie together. I want you to play me. You know, and just to get a blessing like that, of course, God, you know, I would have to cut the beard off.
Yeah.
I'm already in the gym getting cut, so I'm good. But they said they want J.D. Williams to play Prodigy, and, you know, that's Bodie from The Wire. So right now, I'll just put it like this. It's in the works, but it's not too many things that when I put it out into the universe, I manifest it. So I know something's coming out of this, man. So I'm happy, man, getting all the coverage from, you know what I'm saying, TMZ and all of the people that's reaching out, because it's positive, right? Yeah.
But to think that those hip-hop legends, they could have picked anybody.
Yeah.
But they picked up that phone and started dialing, and they dialed you.
They dialed me. Yeah, man. And I'm just grateful and thankful to have those type of relationships, because that's what it's about, too. You know, people really have to be inspired by you or motivated by you, and you always got to be putting out positive energy. And for them to reach out and say that years ago, and now it's just coming into the forefront, and now, you know, you got some huge producers that's on my line like, look, Trey, let's make this thing happen. So just having that open communication with Havoc is amazing. That's my brother.
Yeah, you just spoke about being motivated. I got to tell you, my barber is a huge fan of yours. He called me and he said, "Hey, guy, man, Trey, I think Trey's in town. He's shooting a commercial." I said, "A commercial?" So I went to your Instagram, and sure enough, I don't necessarily know if it was here, but you were doing just that. And he said, "Guy, what I love most about him is he never stops. He's always working." So even from afar, you got fans, man, that that are loving what you're doing. With that being said, can you speak to those fans? Meaning, there are so many times that folks are teetering on the fence as to wanting to move forward, not knowing what to do, having that dream, but never reaching it. You, sir, inspire them.
Yeah, man. Well, for the message for all my fans is just never giving up and always putting God first and staying consistent, even when they feel like nothing is happening. You got to stay consistent, and you just got to have the willpower to keep going. I always stress, as long as we living and breathing, we can make anything we want to happen in life, as long as it's positive. So that's why I'm up every morning. You know, I'm up every morning at 4 a.m. drinking my water, working out, and just inspiring my fans on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, saying, look, you know, regardless if the mortgage is due, the rent is due, you don't know how you're going to get that money. But guess what? You keep on putting your best foot forward. It'll all work out. The only place we can all go in this life is up. I don't look at nothing as being down. You know, I don't use the words try, bad, can't, or need. You know, everything is, you can accomplish whatever you want if you put your best foot forward.
And that's exactly what you're doing, not only with regard to your acting, with regard to your music, but now, excuse me, but wait, there's more. You have now embarked on a fragrance.
Man.
And before you talk about it, I got to tell you, I was walking through the hall, and you can always tell when a woman says,
That's love.
You walk by, she said,
Yeah, man.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, man. You know, it's so crazy, guy, because I actually brought you a bottle. It's called Our Body, and it's a unisex fragrance for men and women created by me and my beautiful wife, Aisha Chaney.
Wow.
You know, so this fragrance, when you put it on, you feel love. You know, for the women, they feel beautiful. They love themselves. For the men, we like, oh yeah, when we put this on, all the women, all of the guys, they're going to come at it. But I'm telling you, man, I wanted to just do a fragrance because of, like you said, walking through the hallways and walking in the world, period, people are like, what is that you have on? And my wife was already making it. So shout out to Aisha Chaney. And I said, no, we got to package this up. We got to bottle this up, and we got to let everybody know what this new fragrance is that's taking over the world. Hey, guy, Our Body for you.
I appreciate it, my brother. You see the smile on my face
you
right
already know.
I can't wait to walk through the hallway and have somebody say, simply because of you. Truly a mogul. Truly one of a kind. You are truly making a mark that will never be forgotten.
Thank you.
Of course, it all started, as we know, with none other than The Wire.
Oh, my goodness.
Fast forward to Saints and Sinners.
Yeah.
Fast forward to BMF.
Yeah.
And even bigger, what you're doing. You're creating your own avenue.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, you see it right there on your screen. You can check it out. Once again, it's entitled Undeniable, the Trey Chaney Story Documentary. Of course, available on ChaneyWay.com.
Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank
you are
you.
truly representing the DMV unlike any other.
Yeah, man, and I'm like I said, man, and God, just for me and you going back, you know, I've always appreciated you. I've always looked up to you and respected you. Having us on here, man, I'm happy, you know.
This is real, guys.
This is real. This is genuine love. This is really my guy.
Yeah,
man.
Good to see you, brother.
Same here, man.
All right, guys, we'll take a quick break and be right back. you.